Well, the double-headers are coming thick and fast. Sunday brings us another set of games, and Brad Hogg and Ajit Agarkar are here with me to look ahead to them. The Mumbai Indians on a bit of a roll. They're right on top of that league table. They welcome the Gujarat Lions to their home den at the Wankhede Stadium, and over the course of the next few minutes we'll try and set that up for you. Format stays the same, match day, match points. Let's get straight into our first one, and this involves the Mumbai Indians, who have won three of their last the last three matches on the bounce. But do they have a little bit of an issue? Should they consider this change? Lendl Simmons for Jos Buttler. We'll put some numbers up, and then Ajit and Brad get 45 seconds each to offer some insight into it. This is how Buttler's gone in the tournament. 82 runs, not a bad average there, and not a bad strike rate over these 3 or 4 games. But he dropped a catch the other night that could have proved costly against Bangalore, and hasn't looked completely at ease in these conditions. Ajit, 45 seconds, would you keep him in the team?
No, I'd go for Lendl Simmons. I'm quite surprised. Yeah, once you've picked a team, you want to give the guys a go, and I think 4 games now is a long enough go. The thing is, Lendl Simmons has been so successful for them. They've got to play the 2 seamers and Pollard, so it's only one place for that overseas guy. And when your top order is not doing well, the last thing you want is another guy who's failing to put pressure on. Parthiv and Rohit have not had a great time, and they'll need them to step up at some stage. And Buttler's form is a real concern. Lendl Simmons has had so much success for him. I think it's really harsh on him to keep him out. So I'd definitely pick him in the next game.
Right. So no place for Jos Buttler in Ajit Agarkar's team. But what does Brad Hogg think? Maybe some numbers up here on screen. Very impressive record for the Mumbai Indians. Does Lendl Simmons have nearly over 900 runs? That strike rate's decent. Average is very good. He also made a very attractive 100 first up when he played for them. But off late, Brad, he's had a bit of a struggle. He played in the middle order for the West Indies in those T20s against Pakistan. Barely got a run.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't play him. I'd stay with Buttler. They've won 3 on the trot. They're on top of the ladder, so why change a winning formula? I'd give him one more go out at least. You look at McClenaghan. He didn't have the best of starts, and the last game he performed well and kept them in the game. So for me, you've got to keep Buttler, even though he dropped the catch. Everyone's dropping catches in this IPL. But Simmons has just been playing against Pakistan. He's only made, I think, 8 runs in 4 innings, or 7 runs in 4 innings, at an average of 2.33. Why would you bring someone of recent form like that into a game when Jos Buttler's averaging 20 still out this moment and scoring out a good click?
Yep, good to have a little bit of dispute on our panel. Brad goes with Jos Buttler staying in that 11. Ajit decides to sack him. Let's see what Mumbai go with. Good to have problems of this kind. Let's look at Gujarat, how they are going, and one of their premier players is Brendan McCullum. How has he gone post-retirement for in that role as a T20 freelancer? Plays a lot around the world. Some numbers up. Since that time that he's given up international cricket, his strike rate is exceptional. Average not so good, but then maybe it's not an averages game. Also bats at the top of the order, so gets out a lot. 550s. You're getting great service now out of Brendan McCullum. The other night, Gujarat, having come into that game with, having lost their first 2, not looking very good, go into it was a decent chase, reasonably big chase, and McCullum just absolutely decimates the opposition.
Well, McCullum the other night took out Tahir, and Tahir's been the Super Giants' weapon. So that's what his role is to take the game on. I think if you compare him to Chris Gayle, McCullum goes from ball 1 and he tries to hit every ball for a boundary. Now with the batting lineup that they've got Rayner, Finch, Karthik and even Jadeja down that lower order. That gives him the freedom to play that attacking role. And if you're going to pick Brendan McCullum, you've got to have that depth in your batting order, because he's going to get out early, he's going to get out cheaply, but he's going to win you a lot of games as well. So you take a high risk out the top of the order with a strong batting order in the middle to cover for the mishaps that he's going to have throughout the season.
Yep, and he's got Dwayne Smith as partner now. The other aspect of this, Ajit, is that McCullum's a very successful international captain who's done that job. Suresh Raina hasn't done that job a lot in the past. So having that available to you also is surely a plus on Suresh Raina's side. That's why where McCullum plays in every 11, 45 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, he was part of Chennai Super Kings, who's played with Raina, and look, he's been a terrific T20 player over his career. So I'm sure he helps out Raina as far as captaincy is concerned, or with suggestions in the field, but it's his batting. If he's on form, or he's going to have misses in a T20 format because of how hard he goes. But you want him to be in reasonably good form. Hopefully that innings is start or something, because before that, although he's been playing T20 cricket around the world, there's a Jason Roy who's doing so well for England and in the shorter format. So you'd be worried, but with that innings, I think he's put to rest questions over his place for now. Because I mean, once McCullum starts hitting the ball, there are very few players who can match him.
Yes, and he does go for after virtually every delivery. Well, that's where it is with Mumbai versus Gujarat, but don't let the guys off so easy. They've got to pick their 11s now. And here we go with the first of those will be the Mumbai 11 that Ajit Agarkar has picked for us. Let's put that up on your screens now. This is the team that he gave us a hint at earlier on in the show about the one big change he's making. Yes, that it is. Lendl Simmons is coming into that playing 11. Ajit's already explained in depth about that. The rest of that 11 pretty much picks itself, and Mitch McClenaghan had a pretty good game last time, so he has to stay, although they tried to push him up the batting order and that didn't come off.
Yeah, I think it was more because the leggy was bowling and they tried to take that chance. Lendl Simmons, simply because of his form or runs for Mumbai Indians, maybe not the form right now, but and Josh Butler, yes, you don't want to change teams when you're winning, but if you can make it better by getting a player who's comfortable in that scene, why not? I mean, your 4 games is the problem is Parthiv Patel and Rohit Sharma aren't in great form either.
Yes.
It's not always that your 4, 5 or 5, 6, 7, 8 are going to bail you out. You need runs at the top, and if you're not getting them from 3 guys, may as well make the change who's done well for you and loves batting at Wankhede. It's a good pitch to bring someone in against a team which doesn't have the greatest of bowling attacks. Just the sheer performances from Mumbai, they've got to get him in.
All right, so Ajit's very much in the corner of Lendl Simmons. Let's see what Brad's done with his Gujarat team. This is the task he had to pick the Gujarat 11 for us for this game. He's making that one. Andrew Tye, of course, after that hat-trick probably stays in the team till the end of the tournament. Tejas Baroka is coming in. He's going for the leg spinning option and he's dropping Shadab Jakati. It almost has been that in this tournament, the leggies have done quite well, and Baroka, although he doesn't have much of a record, seems to be your reason. The leggies have gone quite well in the tournament already.
Yeah, well, I've been very happy with the left arm off spinners as well. The left arm off spinners have been the most economical, but the leg spinners are the ones that are getting the breakthroughs. So that's why I've brought Baroka in the team. I dropped Jakati. I know he's only played 1 game, but you've got Jadeja in there, and I just don't think Jakati's a strong enough bowler to have in your team when you've got another left arm offer of the calibre of Jadeja. I'm very happy with the way that their team's panning out. I'd like to see Tampay get another go. I think he's really got something special. Kumar out the front, he's got to start getting wickets and swinging the ball. But I think they've got a very well balanced team. Smith can bowl a bit. I think these guys are really going to be in big contention to take out this tournament this year.
All right, that's where it is for Mumbai versus Gujarat. The one thing we didn't mention is that it's very important for one of Rohit Sharma and Suresh Raina to call right, because whoever wins the toss at the Wankhede Stadium does tend to go on and win the game. Thank you so much, guys, Brad Hogg and Ajit Agarkar, for setting this up for us. Should be a cracker, 4 p.m. start.